Hello, this is Holly from Holly's Bakery again at hollysbakery.com. And what I want to show you right now is how to make a beautiful royal icing flower that you will let dry, and then you can peel it off of the back and you can put them on top of your cupcakes. So I don't know if you got to see the cupcake, but I just kind of quickly frosted it and put a little flower on there. We could do a little triple collage of flowers if we wanted to make it really cute, because things always look better in 3s, 5s, 7s, 9s, or single. So I did a little collage, and then I could pipe some leaves on there later if I wanted. But what I want to show you is how to make a royal icing flower. What I have in here is the Wilton recipe royal icing in my bag. And I don't know if you can see this tip, but this is a 102. You can use a 101, a 103, or a 104, depending on the size of the flower that you want to make. I put a coupler in here, that way if I want to change sizes of flowers, I can just change my tip out and pipe a different type of flower. But right now I'm just going to show you this simple little 5-petal flower, and it has 5 petals. And you can make a template either by taking a piece of regular paper and just dividing it into fifths, just like you would if I would do it like a stick figure. You do 2 arms, actually 2 arms, 2 legs, but they're more separate, and then 1 there. So you have 5 sections. I don't use a template, and I'll show you how to do it without a template. But if you look and you see, it looks like a teardrop. I don't know if you can see this, but if you have a tip 102 or 103 or 101 in your hand, it's like an upside down raindrop or teardrop. Always have this shorter, thinner end to the outside of your petal, of the flower petal that you're going to make. And the reason, and let me show you, the reason for that is, and it's kind of stuck because I didn't use it right away, the reason for that is it's going to be thicker in the center, and the outside edge is going to be your thin edge of your petal. So I don't know if you can see that by my hand, but anyway, these are just for fun right now. So I'm not going to be real concerned with my mess or anything, because these aren't going on anybody's cupcake. So what I have here, and I'm going to do this with the wrong hand because I don't pipe with this hand typically, but for the camera I want to pipe so you can see. So I have the fat end. Remember, the fat end is in. I piped a little bit of royal icing on, and I stuck my wax paper, and I find wax works better than parchment for royal icing flowers. And I'm just going to have the fat end in and the skinny end out, and I'm going to be almost parallel with the nail. I'm going to lift a little bit up on my skinny end. It depends on the angle. If you go completely flat, you'll have flat petals. If you tilt up, if you can see the direction, if you tilt up, you'll have more curved petals. So there was 1 petal, and I'm not left-handed, so this isn't going to be good. 2 petals, 3 petals, 4 petals, and then the 5th petal. And all you're doing is you're turning the flower nail as you squeeze, and you go around in like a half moon circle. So I just want to squeeze and go around, and that's actually horrible because like I said, I am right-handed. And then I'm going to pipe my white icing dot in the center, or whatever color you want. And you can dry these in flower formers, and they sell those all over, or you can use paper towel tubes cut in half. It doesn't matter. Or sometimes I crumple up foil and make a little round thing out of it. But I have flower formers, so I usually use them. For these, I like these ones kind of flat, so I leave them dry flat on, and that's how it looks when I'm right-handed. And I'll do one for you right-handed. And always wipe your tip. So you need to keep your tip clean. So here, maybe I can do it for you. Let's see if you can see that. So see, I'm in the center. I'm gonna pipe 1 petal, 2 petals, 3 petals, oops, 4 petals, and then the last petal you just kind of fit in there. That's your 5th petal. And a little dot in the center. And later as it hardens, or you can use a damp paintbrush, if I want to get that petal to lay down, once it gets a little bit stiff, all I have to do is push it down a little with my finger. But then it will dry like this, and it takes about 24 hours to dry completely through. They will feel dry on top, but they won't be all the way dry through, and you'll be able to tell by peeling one off and seeing if the back is still tacky. If it's not, then it's dry all the way through. You can put these in a container for like up to a year, 6 months to a year, and they're fine. They're absolutely, as long as you don't use, I don't use real egg whites. I use the Wilton meringue powder recipe for my meringue icing, or royal icing as they call it. So I have my flowers, and I can make a whole bunch of these with my recipe. And I will put them in a little box after they've dried, and I put paper towels in between the layers, or I put parchment papers, and I put my layers of flowers in there. And then whenever I make a cake or cupcakes, I will pull them out and put them on. Typically I don't make them until a couple days before, because usually I don't know what color the customer will want or what type of flower they want. I like to have a few on hand though for emergencies, like when somebody calls me and says, you know, I need something pretty, anything, and so I'll say, okay, I have some stuff. So just, this is how you do it, and there's many more flowers, and I could show you some more on another video on another day. But thank you so much for watching my video. My name is Holly, and you're watching Holly's Bakery 1 on YouTube, and hollysbakery.com is my website. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful day.